Hello and welcome to this bi-weekly vlog. I haven't been doing that much writing lately or reading, but here we are. First, we're gonna start off with the reading. I am about halfway done. I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. I do remember most of this stuff, so it's not too new. It is a little triggering to read about the eating disorder stuff, but it is very well written. It's sort of casual yet graphic at the same time, where you're just sort of like reading this and you're like, she thinks this is totally normal, and it's definitely not. And I really appreciate the way Jeanette writes. I kind of aspire to write that way, but it's very good. I'm hoping to get it done. I wanted to get it done by today, but this is a kind of book I have to take in pieces because every once in a while I'm like, whoa, and then I sit down and I have to like absorb what just happened. So we're just going to do our best. I want to get it done by the end of this week, at least, because I have, as the last vlog said, 3 new romance books to read. I think I'm going to save the one I'm most excited for last, because the best for last, as always. But that's the update on Jeanette McCurdy. I'm Glad My Mom Died. Her mom just got the cancer. Jeanette is writing about when her mom was diagnosed with cancer yet again, and this is the cancer that ends up killing her. I also noticed, I don't know if you can see how stained the book is, and I think it's like sunlight stain, because I didn't spill anything on this and it's not splotchy. It's just very interesting. I think I had it sitting like this, face towards a window at my old place or something like that, but it's funny. It's funny how books get stained. As for writing, I am now venturing into the Nature of the Beast chapters that I have not planned out yet. I am on chapter 14 because I combined chapter 13 and 14 into one, so now it's chapter 14 again. And I think this chapter is the last in the second act. So then I can do the third act, which I have way more planned out in my head than I do the second act. It definitely needs a lot of editing, but I think I am going to try to at least start the 14th chapter and just see how it feels. Sometimes I start chapters and then I hate it, and so I'll just scrap it and restart it. But this one is more like logistics and planning. So I think I might end with, it's sort of like a heist. I might end with that starting. I feel like that would be good. It's just the thing, I want to talk about the science behind the creatures. It's kind of BS science because genetic is not really genetic. Genetic manipulation isn't really possible to this degree, but I still like, I know a little bit about it, so I might as well like sprinkle it in and make it seem like I know my shit. I don't that well. I only have a bachelor's in science, not a master's or a PhD, but it is still something that I am considering. I think I haven't been feeling like writing lately, which I know you should write regardless of whether or not you feel like it. But I also have had a bunch of schoolwork that I need to do. It is my March break, so I have been working on that. I mean, last night I cranked out 1,000 words for a paper I needed to do, but apart from that, I have not really been doing much. So I think I need to sit down and start writing and actually like start to feel out this part of the draft and get to it. It does suck because this is like a first draft. The first half is like a fourth draft and the second half is like a first draft. I just want it to be good, but I know it's not going to be good. It's just my problem. But I am going to try to start the chapter. I feel like I have this consistent problem of like starting the chapter with like summarizing things that have happened in between chapters, and I need to not do that. I need to start it off with something else, I think. I think that'll be the plan. So I am going to start this next chapter now. But I just finished I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jennette McCurdy. I rated it 4 stars. It honestly could have been a 5, but I don't know. It feels weird rating somebody's trauma a 5. It was really well written. It was really engaging. I read the last 100 pages just sort of in a sitting. I am not surprised about what happened because I've read this book before, but it is very insightful. Definitely gave me a lot to think about in my own life and sort of my own situation. I'm not going to get too into it because I am not going to trauma dump on YouTube. That's not what this channel is about. That's what my books are for, not this YouTube channel. But if you do have eating disorders or eating disorder tendency, I would not actually recommend this book to you at all, because the latter half of it really just goes into her eating disorder, and it can be very triggering. I found myself getting a little triggered. So be mindful of that if you want to read this book, but it is very well written and it's very engaging, so I would recommend it. Now, on the topic of child actors and things like that, this is going to be my next book. It's Anderson in Bloom by Jennifer Dugan. It is about 2 former child stars who were acting in a show together. I think Sam and Cat. I picked this book because it's very topical to what I just read. And one of them is going to write a tell-all book, while the other one is like, hey, maybe don't do that. And the other one runs a flower store, Andy, I think the Anderson in Anderson and Bloom, or in Bloom rather. Oh, but it is just, I'm excited to read about this. I'm hoping it's not too on the nose, especially because I just read about Jennette McCurdy's experience in there and how much she hated being a child star. But I am very excited for something a little nicer, a little less depressing, hopefully less triggering. But follow me along while I read this book. My next book will be Fahrenheit 451 because my partner is begging me to read it, so I will definitely read that book. And I think I need to read more classics anyways, but I wanted to read some romance. I know I'm sitting at my writing desk, but I'm not actually going to be writing. I did write a little bit in the last clip. I wrote about 500 words for Cass and Cole, or The Nature of the Beast. I am a little stuck with what I want to do. I do have ideas, and I was talking with my partner about it, but I don't really remember what he said. So I think I'm just going to go slowly, but I do have the May 31st deadline. I need to get it printed out and in front of my partner by June 1st. So I am a little stressed about that, and I just want to get unstuck, because I feel like once I get unstuck from this spot, the rest of it was just going to come pouring out. It's like a dam that you just need to open the gates for, and it will all come out. But that is the current writing situation. I'm probably not going to be writing a lot tonight. I am hosting a party, so I will be busy. I actually have to go bake some sourdough now because it is ready to bake. So that will be where I'm at. I hopefully will film tomorrow. I want to do a lot of writing tomorrow, as it's like the weekend. It's my last day before March break is over, and then I have to start school again on Monday. Boo. Next time I come in, hopefully I'll come in. Next time you tune in, which will be the next clip probably, I will have some thoughts about the writing style. I have no idea what it's like. I didn't even open the book. I don't know if it's first person, third person. I don't care. I'm not one of those people who doesn't read a book because it's not in first person perspective or not in third person perspective. I enjoy all books. Well, you've seen me not enjoy books, but I do like books. So hopefully this one's good. They look cute. Sapphic, if you couldn't tell. They're both girls. Hell yeah, lesbians. Anyways, see ya next clip. So I just wrote 700 and almost 50 words for The Nature of the Beast. It is now 71,000 words long, yay! And I'm finally moving from the second act to the third act, which is good, and I am excited to write more. I might actually write more today, but I am taking a break to play Sims now. 72 days left until I have to actually finish this. Hopefully I get it done soon. Ugh. So I started and finished Anderson and Bloom yesterday. The book was very well written. It was that sort of easy to get into romance style where you just sort of read and it's entertaining and there's always something going on. And the narrative style was very nice, very simple, but it wasn't like too simple where you're like, this is childish. It was perfect for like a romance adult book. And I enjoyed it quite a bit. It did suffer from the third act breakup that a lot of romance books do, but this one was like a little justified, so I wasn't like, oh my god, like, oh, why are they doing this? So it made a lot of sense, and I didn't dock it any stars for that. I did rate it 4 stars. Not to be mean, but like it was good, but it was not like remarkable in a sense where I was like, oh, this is gonna stick with me forever and I'm gonna think about it. It was very much like run of the mill romance book that's enjoyable and liked women. It wasn't sexist or anything like that, which is great, especially considering it's a sapphic romance. And I rated it 4 stars. I think it was a really good book. I really liked how it was solo perspective. It wasn't dual perspective like the last couple romance books I've read. And it made me reconsider the romance I was writing because I was writing a throuple romance, or I am writing a throuple romance. And I was going to have 3 perspectives. And now I'm thinking I should just do the one. I think I should just do the one. I feel like that would be better and it would provide more intrigue and being like, oh, what's going on? Because you don't understand the other like love interest thoughts or feelings. So, well, you can get them, but you're not like in their head, so it's not like as blatant. So I feel like it adds more intrigue to the story. So I think I'm going to do that for Amongst Thieves, which still needs a new name because it's no longer going to be Amongst Thieves, which means the scene I read for this channel is now no longer going to be in the book as is, because that scene was from Jude's perspective, and now I'm going to have to rewrite it to be from Tati's perspective, which I feel like would be a little fun because she's plastered, and I could write some spiraling there. I love writing spiraling, but it is a really good book. I would recommend it if you like romance books. Honestly, it is a second chance romance book, so they do have like a history of their exes and they get back together. So if that's not your thing, maybe don't. But I didn't think of it as like too unrealistic of like, oh my god, why are they getting back together? Like, what's going on? Like, they hate each other. And so I just think it's really good. I really enjoy it. And if you are gay, great representation. I think both of the characters are bisexual, or at least the perspective character is bisexual. Her love interest is never like explicitly like told whether or not she's bisexual or a lesbian or just queer, but queer ladies, really good representation. I think Jennifer Dugan just writes sapphic romances, or at least like about bisexuals, because that's sort of what her back says. And I do like romances. So people who only know me for reading Marked by Moonlight and hating it, no. I like them when they're well written and not sexist and stupid and make no sense. So would recommend this book. My next book I left over there, so I'm gonna go grab. My next book, Drastic Tone Shift, is Fahrenheit 451. My partner read this recently and he wanted me to read it, so I am going to read it. There is an introduction by Neil Gaiman in this copy, and I might skip it because boo, Neil Gaiman. But my partner did tell me I should read it, but I'm not too sure. I don't really know what this book is about. I didn't read the back. I just sort of want to dive into it, but I know it's a classic. And I always think Ray Bradbury was like an 1800s author, not that he died in 2012, which I know is stupid. I'm just uneducated. My degree is in psychology, not English. Don't judge me. But yeah, I don't know. I always think of like classic authors as like really old dead people. And I mean, Ray Bradbury's dead, but he's not like that old dead. He's quite newly dead. Well, a decade, but still. So it's just, I'm excited to read something a little bit more thought provoking. Not saying that romance books aren't good for the brain. It's just that one was very much like a woo, read the book, absorb it very nicely. Yum, 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 yum. Good book. So, yes, that was my palate cleanser from I'm Glad My Mom Died. And now we're getting back into serious stuff before I read the other 2 romance books that I bought in the last vlog. So, I will let you know how this is. As for writing, I have just written about 176 words for Amongst Thieves. I have been on a romance kick, obviously, because I just read a romance book, so I feel inspired to write romance. But I do need to work on The Nature of the Beast. I just don't really feel like writing right now. I just finished my writing call with Jackie, and we didn't do a lot of writing on it. It was more like a social call. I did write 36 words on the call, so did actually write on the call. It counts as a writing call. But yeah, I have to do a lot of chores, and my March break ends today, and I have to get back to school tomorrow. So I'm just sort of trying to chill on my last day. So I don't know if I'm going to do a lot of writing, but we shall see. We shall see. Anyways, bye. So this is going to be the final clip of this week's vlog. Unfortunately, I didn't do that much writing over the last couple of weeks. I was a little busy with school, and I kind of got the knit bug, and I finished this top instead of writing. So I was knitting instead of writing, so still creating, but not for this channel. I do have a few updates about writing, despite the fact that I haven't been writing. So I compiled The Nature of the Beast, and I actually went through and I read all of it. And the second act that I thought was bad is actually not that bad. I thought it was okay. Obviously, it needs some edits, but it did flow very well, and the character stayed consistent, which was what I was mostly focused about. And I think next time you see the actual video of the screen of the writing count, it's going to be down by at least 10,000 words, because I have decided that I am going to cut out all of the flashback scenes that I have in the story, because I don't think they add much. So I'm going to get rid of that. And I think I might just do that right away instead of waiting till the editing process. Just cut them out and see what the word count is, because that gives me a lot more flexibility on what I can do while I'm almost finished the second act and starting the third act. So if I have more word count available, that would be pretty nice. I also have decided for Amongst Thieves that it will be solo POV instead of trio POV. I think that will help, especially because I don't usually write in first person, so finding a bunch of unique voices for all those characters would be a little tricky. So I think just having it one POV will make it easy, which means the writing that I read for this channel is now no longer going to be in the book, because it is from Jude's POV. So I guess I'll have to read some of Tati's POV in order for you to understand and take a shot every time I say POV. I'm tired of it. So if you like this vlog, please hit the like button. And if you want to continue listening from me, if you want to continue hearing from me, please hit the subscribe button, and I'd like to see you in the next one. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye-bye.